YouTube. It has been a long as day today, like literally my 14-hour clock is out, my 11-hour clock is out, everything was running out. I had the PC to get to the terminal, but I just wanted to do a 6-month review of Swift because I know a lot of people have been like messaging me or even like commenting on my videos, saying that they were either like interested in coming to Swift or like asking like if it's a good company to start with, whatever. So starting off, honestly, I had a lot of issues, but I wouldn't say that it was the company itself. It was just kind of like my luck and how everything played out. I had a lot of truck issues and stuff, and I know that a lot of people do because for some reason, like, they just don't maintain their trucks good. So overall, like, for a startup company, like a company that just hires you straight out of school, it's a good company to start with. I'm not gonna stay with them long term. Like, I'm probably just gonna stay here for like a year or something, and then move on to something else. But yeah, there's nothing like too bad about them. I mean, I think every company that hires like new people is gonna have stuff that is just like annoying or, you know, whatever. But overall, it's been pretty good. Like, you're kind of just thrown to the wolves for the most part, but you just learn along the way. I had somebody ask me too if they do school, like a school through them, and they do. I believe you have to work there for like a year though. So if you go through their school, you have to work for them for the full year to not have to pay for it. Otherwise you'll have to like pay them back for it or whatever. I didn't do that. I went like through school separately and then started working here, so I can literally leave whenever I want to. But right now I'm gonna try out this regional account. I'm with Dick's Sporting Goods now, well, a Dick's Sporting Goods account. And today was my first day and it was okay. It's just like I have to drive nights. So right now it's 5:30 and I've been up since 1 in the morning and I only slept like 3-4 hours the last 2 days because I'm not used to, like, I don't like driving nights. Like, it throws my whole schedule off. So I'm gonna try and just like switch to this schedule. For first like couple months and stuff, it takes a while to like, or at least it took me a while to learn like a schedule that I liked and like to be putting like my accurate PTAs and ETAs and stuff. Well, ETAs was never really an issue, but accurate PTAs was a big thing for me, which is projected time of arrival. Available, I'm sorry. What the fuck am I talking about? Projected time available. So like that's saying like when you can get another load. And at first like I would put it out too far or something and then I would just be sitting without a load. So it takes you like a couple months just to like figure out how you want to run and stuff, because OTR, you're basically on your own schedule. That's one thing that I like about truck driving. Like, nobody's really telling you what to do. Like, yeah, you have like delivery days and delivery times and stuff, but OTR with Swift is literally like a big schedule usually, like, or not a big schedule, but a big like how do I word that? Like, usually it's like you can drop it off from like 7 in the morning, excuse me, from like 7 in the morning to like midnight or something like that. Like, it's usually a big like time frame. So you could literally make your own schedule. As far as like pay goes with them, your first 6 months driving, you're like guaranteed $1,000 every week, like before taxes. So if you don't get enough miles or whatever the case is, you're guaranteed $1,000 if you were like available to work the whole week. Like, obviously you can't be like home and try and get that because they're not going to give it to you. There's all kind of like stipulations and all of that on it. But yeah, as long as you're like available 5 days out of the week, then you can get $1,000 minimum for the first 6 months, and then after that you should have like a schedule, a set schedule or something down to where you're making more than that every week. You should be able to make more than that anyway, but sometimes, like I said, like the planners like mess you up. Like, I've had times where I've been sitting just with no load somewhere, and yeah, I had a lot of truck issues. This is like my 4th truck I've had with them in 6 months, but this one luckily has been pretty good so far. Let me not say too much though, because I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, I honestly like I don't mind the company now. Like at first I wanted to quit so many times. I honestly don't know how I didn't quit, because I went through a lot with this company. But I feel like I said, I feel like any startup company obviously isn't going to be the best. Like, so you just kind of got to get your experience in and then go from there. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm just trying to get my experience. That way I can either like buy a truck next year or just work for a better company. Honestly, in the beginning they will try and make it seem like they do not have any trucks. They are low on trucks for some reason. There's like this big issue with getting trucks for everybody right now, I guess. I'm not sure why, but they have trucks. Like, they just act like there's none at all. So my first truck was a 2018, which honestly I liked that truck at first, and then I just started having so many issues and I was just like over it. So then I got 3 trucks after that. Right now I have a 21 Freightliner, and honestly, like, it's been good to me. Like, I haven't really had any issues. I'm not going to talk too much because I don't want anything happening, but yeah, they're gonna try and make it seem like they don't have trucks. But if you don't like the truck that you're assigned or whatever, you can literally tell them that you don't want it. Like, you could be specific on what truck you want. Like, you want a Volvo, you want a Freightliner, you want a Kenworth. Like, you could tell them what you want and they'll get it for you. I'm trying to think of other stuff that people ask me. Overall though, if you're getting like cool with planners and stuff, then that'll work to your advantage. Like, when you get a planner that you actually like and gives you good loads or whatever, you guys can like you can get their number and you can call them instead of just like sending in macros and stuff. Because if you're sending in macros, it's going to go to the closest person available. So basically the closest terminal that you're in. So like if you're in Memphis, you're going to get sent to the Memphis terminal or whatever. And overnight, honestly, people suck. Like, it takes forever for them to get back to you. Like, it's just too much. So if you get cool with the planners and you could reach out directly to a planner to get loads and stuff, that'll work out way better for you. That's what I was doing towards the end of my OTR the last couple months. But at first, like, I would be waiting like forever for loads sometimes. Like, one time I wasted my whole 14-hour clock waiting on a load, like, just sitting there. So that's another thing I would recommend if you do start with Swift. Just like get planners' numbers. That way you can like kind of build a relationship and they can figure out like what you like. Overall though, it's a pretty good start. Like, obviously Swift isn't like the best company. They hire anybody, so, but it's a good like start for me. I just put that in my mind that like this is literally just a start for me. I'm not gonna stay here. I'm probably gonna work like a year and then work for a better company. By next year I might buy a truck if like the freight gets better, because right now freight is like cheap. But yeah, so I would like, if you're thinking about working for Swift and you just got your license, there's honestly like, there's probably like 4 to 5 companies that'll hire you like fresh out of school. So it's not like you have that many options and stuff. The good thing about Swift is like it's so big. Like, it's like an $8 billion company, so like it's huge. They have so many like terminals everywhere. They have so many like just things that you can like do. So I would say it's not a bad company to start off with. Also, that $1,000 a week, they will not just give it to you. You need to like tell your driver leader about it, like, because they obviously know about it, but like for some reason they don't just do it. Like, you have to be on them about it, which is weird, but yeah. I just actually switched to a dedicated account, so today was actually my first day on it. So now I'm not OTR anymore. I'm not all 48 states. I am just I think we go to like 8 or 9 states. But I'm just gonna do that for the winter because for one, it's more money, and for two, I'm guaranteed miles back to Atlanta every time, so that's way more miles. If I'm getting sent to like Texas, I'm guaranteed to go back to Atlanta right after. So whereas OTR, if you have a load to Texas, you don't know where your load's going to be after that load to Texas. You could be sitting there for all you know. So that's kind of what I like about this one. And also for the winter, it doesn't go like more north than North Carolina, so I'm not gonna be like in any states that are gonna get hit like real hard, or hopefully, because bitch, I don't know how to drive in snow. I don't know. Said if you guys have any other questions about Swift, then just message me or comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. I am gonna go for a run and go shower because like I said, it's been a super long day today. But I'm just gonna quickly put together this video and post it for you guys. And yeah, that's basically all when it comes to Swift. Like I said, I don't really, everybody's like journey is different in trucking. It just differs because obviously we're all getting different loads everywhere. We all have different trucks, we all have different driver leaders. So I would say just try it. You know, worst case is you don't like it. So yeah, I am gonna go. I do want to say thank you though to all of the people who have been commenting and subscribing and following me. Thank you. This is just the beginning of this crazy adventure or whatever the fuck I'm going through in life. But yeah, so I will definitely do a day with me on the dedicated account soon. Also, a lot of people have been asking for me to do a truck tour, so I'm gonna have to do that. But right now, like, I still have to organize a lot of stuff, and a whole bag of mine got stolen out of my truck. So lock your truck, because normally I do, but I was walking Palm and I didn't lock the truck, and I'm like pretty positive that it got stolen at a shipper, which is crazy because there was no other truck drivers there. It was just workers. So I don't know, but it's nowhere, so that's the only thing that I could think of happened. But yeah, I will do a truck tour as well. So I've been seeing truck tour and pre-trip messages and comments. So yeah, but let me know what else you guys want to see, and I am